Good morning and welcome back to the Dog Show, your source for the latest Empire news and sports. I'm your host, Mace Monteith.
And I'm Mary Pika. There are plenty of activities going on at Empire today. It is the last day the Stuco is selling spirit shirts. If you want one, get in touch with Miss Skiles or you can go to Coach's Corner online store.
The yearbook staff is still selling 2020 yearbooks for $35 and 2021 yearbooks for $50. Don't wait too long or they will all be gone.
There are sign-up sheets in the foyer at the high school for Empire Archery. Get signed up today because the deadline to sign up is September 2nd.
With the new school year comes new changes. Our reporter, KK Smith, talked to our high school principal, Mrs. Roberts, about some of these new changes.
We are here with Ms. Roberts to talk about the beginning of the school year and all that's going on. Ms. Roberts, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us about what is new for this school year?
Well, our biggest adjustment this year is probably going one-to-one, and that means we have one computer per one student. We are still in the process of handing those out by grade level. We're getting more and more of them out to kids every day. The kids and teachers that have them and are using them in their classrooms are pleased with the way that is going overall. We do have some glitches and things to work out, but we're really excited about that change.
Can you tell us a little bit about one-to-one, what it means?
It means that every student and every teacher in a classroom has a computer. Teachers have their desktop and a laptop. Students have a laptop. This allows them to do some things online and to do some things instructionally as a group without going to a computer lab or doing something like that. So that's kind of how that works. Students can also take these laptops home to finish homework or something else that they're working on, if they're working on a project or if they need to take it home to do things.
How has that transition been?
It's been okay. Changes is difficult for some. Anytime you do something new, there are always unanticipated problems and little glitches here and there. But overall, I think that so far it's been pretty smooth. We're working real hard to try to get them all out to students, but that's a process that requires checkout. We've inventoried them through our library, so they check out just like a library book. So,
anything coming up that we need to know about?
I don't think there's anything earth-shattering. We have our sporting schedules and things like that are on our school website. We encourage everybody to come out and support our kids in everything that they do. We had the Farmhand Olympics last Friday. That's always fun. I love to go and watch that, especially where they carry the water in the bucket. That's funny. And so Ag has done that, and they have activities, going on all the time. So I can't think of anything earth-shattering. It's just sports, and we're busy.
Thank you, Ms. Roberts. Now back to you.
Thanks, KK. Also, we talked to our school counselor, Ms. McDonald, about what outgoing seniors need to start doing in preparation for what comes next after high school. Here's Ava Boozer.
I'm here today with our school counselor, Mrs. McDonald, to talk about what college-bound seniors need to be looking forward to and things that might be different from past years. Ms. McDonald, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, seniors, they have a lot to look forward to their senior year. One thing that is coming up, I don't have all of our current dates, but on October 5th, we are offering the ACT free of charge to every sophomore, junior, and senior. And so seniors plan on going to college, that they can have another chance to raise their score. Seniors usually don't take the ACT after December because they're usually by then know which college they're going to or have applied. So, and then, go ahead.
What do graduating seniors need to start doing this time of year?
I would say start applying to colleges. If you're wanting to attend college, that's not the only avenue. You can also look at trade schools and stuff. But if you're planning on going to college, go ahead and start applying at this time. You can apply to more than one. There are several colleges that their admission is free to apply. Some have a fee. So if you need to know the ones that are free, Mrs. Hightower knows those colleges, and myself. So I'd at least apply to 2 or 3 colleges.
What are some important dates coming up for seniors?
Well, the date I have right now is October 5th. That's the day of the ACT. So we will also go and tour probably Cameron at Lawton. I do not have that date as of right now. So,
what should underclassmen start doing?
Underclassmen, I think the most important thing for them would be the Oklahoma's Promise. They can fill this out in 8th, 9th, and 10th, and new this year, 11th grade. So 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, and 11th. And this is very important. It pays for trade school, 2-year college, 4-year college. A private college, you'll pay the state-funded amount. So it's not the whole thing, it's the tuition. So it'll pay for college tuition to several different places. And also I've been told that even if you don't think your income qualifies right now, to go ahead and apply, because later on, if your income goes down and you've applied, you can let them know, and sometimes they can adjust it even as a senior, where you can't apply if someone loses their job and your income drops, then you can qualify if you have applied at a previous date. So it does not hurt to apply, and if you need help applying, feel free to contact me. But I will mail this out several times this year to every 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th grader. So
Thank you, Mrs. McDonald, for your time. Now back to you in the Dog Show studios.
Thanks for that report, Ava. Now let's kick it over to our elementary Bulldog broadcast.
Welcome to the Bulldog Broadcast!
What's that? Welcome to the Bulldog Broadcast.
This is your source for the latest elementary news.
Congratulations to these students for getting extra math certificates of achievement in addition and subtraction. Great job, guys.
We would love to air stories and videos of our elementary doing fun and awesome things.
If you have any ideas, send us an email to our address on your screen.
This past week, we also celebrated our July and August birthdays with our Beautiful Day celebrations. Happy birthday to all of you summer kids.
Coming up in a couple of months, Empire is bringing back an old traditional, the Fall Carnival.
On this week's Bulldog Spotlight, we talked with one of our carnival coordinators.
Thanks, guys. I'm here today to talk with one of our fall carnival coordinators, Coach Cass. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
For those that don't know what the fall carnival is and was, can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so the fall carnival is something that we're bringing back. Empire used to do it long time ago. And basically it's where every extracurricular club or sport or each class in the middle school and high school gets to have a booth at a big carnival that we throw here at the school.
And why was it brought back this year?
It was brought back so that we can hopefully boost up school spirit and pride in our school, and to get community members involved and to get all the student body involved as well as the elementary kids, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun.
When will it take place and where?
It's going to be on October 23rd, which is a Saturday, and it's going to be from 5 to 8 p.m. And it's basically going to be outside. It's going to be in the cafeteria and outside all throughout and around the front of the high school all the way down to the gym.
That sounds like it's going to be a big event for the school. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining us today. Now back to you in the Bulldog broadcast booth.
Thank you.
Now for a look at your Bulldog forecast, here's Jackson Field in the Bulldog Weather Center.
Thanks, guys. It sure has been warm the past few days, and that is going to continue today with a high of 94 degrees. For tonight's football game at Wellston, look for temperatures in the 80s. This weekend, look for the warm temperatures to continue with highs in mid-90s and lows in the lower 70s. That's a look at your Bulldog weather. Now back to you in the Bulldog broadcast booth.
Thanks for that weather report.
That's all of the time we have for the Bulldog broadcast.
Tune back in next week for more news from the elementary. Now over to McCray for a look at your Bulldog sports.
Thanks, guys. With softball in full swing and officially kicking off tonight, we talked to our athletic director, Mr. Lee, about the state of Empire Athletics.
Guys, I'm here today with our athletic director, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, thanks for joining us today.
Very glad to be here.
Mr. Lee, we saw on one of the summer dog show updates that we held a golf tournament. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, we held a golf tournament at the Duncan Golf and Tennis Club in July. We had a great turnout, raised a lot of money to help out with some projects around here, and was very pleased with it being our first time. I thought it went off very well.
Are we looking at making that an annual event?
Absolutely. I talked with the people there at the Duncan Golf and Tennis Club. They're going to help us out, get us an earlier date, more advertising, get the word out more, and hopefully it'll just be much more successful than it has been. But yeah, I would love to do that every year. Gets the community involved. More people that we can get involved with us here at Empire, then that just puts us in front of more people and gives us the possibility to do more for our students.
Athletically, what is all going on at Empire?
Well, starting football here coming up. We got our first home game. We're already well into softball, so the heat and everything else is enjoyable. Come out and watch the games. Looking for a successful year in each of those sports.
Any big news about the future of Empire Athletics?
I think so. We are adding golf this coming spring of 2022. We're going to have a high school golf team, girls and boys both. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. So just slowly but surely we are improving and adding to what we're able to do.
Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Lee, and you all know Mr. Lee is a recurring actor on our EMP program, so I'm sure you will see him again soon. Back to you in the Dawg Show studio.
Tonight is the first game of the season for your defending district champion Empire Bulldogs. Coming off of a successful scrimmage at Fox last week, the Dogs make the trip to Wellston tonight with the game starting at 7. The fast pitch teams took to the diamond with this week with 2 nights at home. The first night on Monday against Ringling and Tuesday against Fletcher and Velma. Last night, the Lady Bulldogs traveled to Central. That's a look at your week of Bulldog sports. Now back to you in the Dawg Show studio.
Thanks, McCray. That's all the time we have for the Dawg Show this week.
Keep checking our Facebook page and YouTube channel, Empire Media Productions. There you can find all of our past dog shows and other EMP content.
Content like our new Bulldog Book Talk series, and in the coming weeks, be on the lookout for the return of Zaid, the EMP Dogcast, and the Bulldog Beat with Broderick and Carlos, just to name a few.
And if you have pictures or videos of school spirit, send us an email at mediaproductions@empireschools.org.
Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week.
And thanks for stopping by, Empire.